Now it is. Now am I audible? Mhm. Right. Yeah. No, I think now it's coming. Yes, those who are watching in YouTube live, can you please confirm if I'm audible? There was some technical issue, was not connecting to the streaming software. Now it's coming. Yes, okay. Thank you for waiting. What I was saying all this while before, I got connected to YouTube Live is that in today's session, we will be learning all the important concepts, not all the important concepts, as many as possible, the most commonly repeated questions, and some of the topics that are not included under any specific head. This kind of questions we will see. These are easy and less time consuming and easy to learn and easy to solve as well. So such type of questions we will see. And one of the common instruction that I gave to the students just before the live got connected is that there is no negative marking, which all of you are aware. Don't leave any question unmarked. Okay, even if you think a question is wrong or the options are wrong, mark it, because if at all there is any question which is wrong, and you will get grace mark only if you have attempted the question. If you have not attempted the question, you will not be getting grace marks. So kindly make sure that you are attempting the question. Okay, and then yes. Uh, and one more thing is that they had announced online exam, but then it is now offline only. Make sure in the OMR sheet you circle it completely. Don't give gaps, or don't just circle half of the, don't block just half of the circle, and don't do it in a hurry wherein your shading goes out of the circle. Don't do that. Just make sure that you're circling those circles. You have to block it properly. So just make sure of that, and use either blue or black ball pen. Okay, not ink pen, use ball pen. And don't keep this marking to the end, which is a very, very common mistake all students do. Do not keep marking till the end. You so answer first 10 questions. Once you know the answer, immediately mark the first 10 questions. Then suppose you don't know 11th, and then you are marking, you want to come back to 11th later. You know it is time consuming, so you decide, okay, I'll do it later. So now 12th to 20th question, if you have solved. Now this is where many students do mistake. The 11th question they would have left, right? Here in the answer OMR sheet, when they're blocking those circles, they will miss it, and the 12th question's answer, they'll mark it under 11th. Okay. So that also will lead to many students losing marks. Don't do that as well. So when you are continuously marking set of questions, then again, when you start marking the answers, make sure question numbers are properly matched. Okay, this is the second instruction. Ma'am, is it okay taking hall ticket in black and white, or should take it in color print? No problem. If you have not yet taken printout, take it in color print. But if you have already taken in black and white, no problem. Okay, you can keep it, nothing, no issues. And then when you are solving these questions, so that was a one common mistake I said, that is blocking the answers against the correct question number. And another important mistake that students do is this, I have told many times to the students who are attending my batch. So right now I have my paid batch students also attending the class through Zoom directly. And for my students, I have told many times, whenever you take a variable x and you solve the answer, as soon as you get a value, immediately do not mark. Just read the last part of the question and make sure what you are marking is what they are asked. Okay. Sometimes they'll ask you what is 3/4 of a particular number, and you would have taken let the number be x, and then you would have solved it. Whatever answer you get, that will definitely be one of the options. But they're not asking the number; they're asking 3/4 of that number. Sometimes they'll ask you what is half of that number. So this kind of small nuances in the question, if you miss and whatever variable you're taking in your solution, the answer that you get for that will definitely be one of the options. Whatever common mistakes that students make while understanding question, based on that mistake, what answer a student will get, as a faculty, as a paper setting person, they will know. And they would have given that answer also as one of the options. Okay. So when you're marking, just make sure that what you're marking is what they have asked. Okay. These are the very, very common instructions. Now we will start solving the problems. And now, if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat while I'm explaining. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. I am going to take MBA and MCA both question papers, and common questions that are required for both of them is what I am going to take it as to solve in today's session. So the first question that I have, hope you can see the screen. Is the note visible? If E and F are events in sample space such that probability of E union F is equal to 0.8, probability of E intersection F is 0.3, probability of E is 0.5, then probability of F is. So if I have given a formula for this, you can note it down. The formula I'll give, the general formula I'll give here. Probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. This union can also be taken as or, intersection can also be read as and. Okay. Now here, instead of A and B, we have E and U. So probability of E union F. I'm just writing all these formulas so that you will be able to understand. But when you're solving, you don't have to write all. Probability of E intersection F. E intersection F, right? So probability of E union F is 0.8. Probability of E is 0.5. Probability of F is what we need to find out. And probability of E intersection F is 0.3. Just substitute the answers and simplify. 0.5 minus 0.3 is 0.2. 0.2 goes to left hand side, it becomes 0.8 minus 0.2. So what is probability of F? 0.6. Understood, everyone? It would be better if we have interaction. Those who are attending in YouTube and directly through Zoom. Have you all understood? Okay. Here, what you have to notice, suppose they have given the events are independent events. Then just make a note of this. Probability of A intersection B is 0 if A and B are mutually exclusive events. Okay, mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive event means if one event happens, another event doesn't happen for sure. Say for example, if I'm throwing a dice, I get number 3. It means I say that suppose A is an event where we are expecting odd number and B is an event where I'm expecting even number. Okay. Suppose I throw the dice, I get number 3. So I say that event A has occurred. If I say event A has occurred, what does it mean? What I have got is an odd number. If I have got an odd number, it's obvious that it is not an even number, right? If event A occurs, then obviously event B does not occur. So such kind of events are called as mutually exclusive events. And in that case, the probability of A intersection B is 0. And then probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. This is if A and B are independent events. Okay, are independent events. So what are these independent events? Example, if I have to say, suppose two students are participating in a running race. Two students are participating in a shooting game. Here, whether one student finishes the, comes to the finish line or not, doesn't matter for the other student, right? He will also run and finish his event line. So if two students are, they're playing some shooting game. So both of them will have their guns, both of them will have their target boards. So how with the other guy, whether the one competitor, whether he's shooting or not, does not affect the other competitor. Both of them have their independent capabilities. So such kind of events are called as independent events. In these two cases, probability of E intersection F, whatever is given here, might not be given. Okay, understand clearly. If you are supposed to use this formula, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 4 different values required, right? Any 3 will be given. Okay, only one of them will not be given. If they have not given one more value, probably it's going to be either a mutually exclusive event where this is going to be 0, or it's going to be independent event where if you know these two, multiply these two to get intersection B. Okay, so it would have been given in the question if E and F are independent events. Like that, they would have given in the question. In that case, one of this value can be missing. Hope it is clear. We will go to the next question. So we have a question based on equations. I think for our back student, I have already solved this. What should be added to x squared plus xy plus y squared to obtain 2x squared plus 3xy? Okay, read the question carefully and understand. So there is one algebraic term given. To that, we are supposed to add one more term, which gives you this answer to x squared plus 3x. So let us find out which one. Now, don't take each of the options, add, and then see whether you will get this. Instead, so this is x squared plus xy plus y squared. Okay, this is a term. To this, you should add something. After adding, you are supposed to get 2x squared plus 3xy. Here I have 1x squared. After adding something, I'm getting 2x squared. Means I should add x squared, isn't it? X squared plus x squared will be 2xy. Next, 2x squared. Here I have xy. Here 3xy is there. Means if no coefficient, it means 1xy. So we should add 2xy to get 3xy. Okay. Now, here we have ay square and here it is not there. If it's not coming, what does it mean? It is cancelled here. Whatever is there here, here we have with opposite sign so that it got cancelled and we didn't get it here. So this is your answer. X squared plus 2xy minus y squared. If you observe, all these options have the same terms. It's just the sign is different. Okay. So here x squared plus 2xy minus y squared is option C. These questions are from previous year question papers only. So questions you can take screenshots and you can solve the answer. Understood this, everybody? We will go to the next question. Another question based on equations. Okay, this is already done. Okay, so the next question, it's based on algebraic formulas. If x minus 1 by x is equal to root x, then x square plus 1 by x square. So always whenever you have this type of questions, you have to know, you have to use the algebraic formula. So we have a formula, right? A square. Here x minus 1 by x is given, right? So let us take a minus b whole square. Here if they had given x plus 1 by x, you take a plus b whole square. Okay. Since it is x minus 1 by x, I'll take a minus b whole square, which is equal to a square plus b square minus 2a. Okay, now we will substitute x minus 1 by x and then we will simplify this. So in place of a, I have x minus, in place of b, I have 1 by x whole square is equal to, in place of a, I have x, right? So this is going to be x square plus. In place of b, I have 1 by x, which is going to be 1 by x square minus 2 into, in place of a, we have x. In place of b, we have 1 by x. X and 1 by x gets cancelled. This will be minus 2. Now, x minus 1 by x, they have given here, no, it is root x. Root x whole square is equal to x square plus 1 by x square minus 2. Because x and 1 by x gets cancelled, we have just minus 2 here. Root 6 whole square is just 6. Minus 2 comes to the left hand side, it becomes plus 2. So what is x square plus 1 by x square? 8. Understood this, everyone? Take a note of this solution. We will go to the next topic. Next question, try to solve it yourself, which is similar to this one only. This fifth problem you have solved. Similar to this. Try to solve this. I'll give you a little time. Try to solve, then I'll explain. Same as the previous one. You can use a minus b whole square formula. In place of a, you have 3x, and in place of b, you have 7y. Let me know what is the answer in the chat. Anyone? Use the previous formula only and simplify. So in place of a, we have 3x, right? 3x minus 7y whole square is equal to a square is 9x square plus b square is 49y square minus 2a into b. So minus 2ab. 3x minus 7y is 10. Here we get 10 square is equal to 9x square plus 49y square minus 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 7 is 42, minus 42xy. Here, many students do mistake because already minus 42 is there. With this, we are going to multiply a negative number and then take it to the left-hand side. So this xy, 10 square is 100. 9x squared plus 49y squared minus 42 into xy is minus 1. Okay. Minus 42 into minus 1 is plus 42. This is plus 42. This plus 42 goes to left hand side. It becomes minus 42. So you get 100 minus 42. This is 9x squared plus 49y squared. So the answer is 58. And look at the options. You have 142 as well. I told you, whatever mistake you might do, they will guess that and they will give you an answer that you will get if you have done a mistake. So here minus 42 into minus 1 is there. Suppose you take it as minus 42 instead of plus 42. And if you take it to left hand side, that becomes plus 42, which gives you 142 as the answer. Okay. So most of you, if you make a mistake with this minus and plus, you might get 142. But that's not the correct answer. Correct answer is 58. Is this clear? Is those for attending in Zoom? Any questions? Okay. Okay, fine. The next question, mean of observations. Find the mean of observations. It is given that mean of 32 of them is 28 and mean of remaining 18 observations is 30. So what is mean? Mean is nothing but average, right? Now this is nothing but your combined average problem. Okay, so mean is average. So totally we have 50 values. In that, in the first group, we have 32 values. And for this 32 values, the average is 28. And mean of, that is average of remaining 18 observations is 30. So we have n, which is total number of values. We are supposed to find what is the average of this 50 values. First group, we have 32. And average of this group is 28. Okay. Mean of, that is average of 32 values of them is 28. And then second group, we have 18 values and A2 is 30. Okay, mean of remaining 18 observations. Observations means values. Remaining 18 values is 30, right? Now we will use the formula A is equal to N1A1 plus N2A2. If you have already watched averages playlist in YouTube, you will know that the combined average formula. N1A1 plus N1 into A2 divided by N1 plus N2. This is the formula. We will substitute. N1 is 32 into A1 is 28 plus N2 is 18 into A2 is 30 divided by N1 plus N2 is nothing but the total number of values, which is 50. 32 into 28. Now to solve this, I have explained many times the addition method. So what I will do is 32 into this 28, I will make it as 30 minus 2. So 32 into 30 is 64, right? No, it's 96. 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. 960 minus 32 minus 2 is 64. So 960 minus 64 is 896. 60 gets subtracted and then we have 4. In 900, 4 is subtracted, which is 896 plus 18 into 30, which is 540 divided by 50. So you get 1,300, 1,004, last is 6, then 9 plus 4 is 3, then you have 14. Correct me if I'm wrong. 1436 by 50. Now, another Instead of dividing by 50, what I usually do is whenever I have divided by 550 or 500, whatever, what I'll do is I'll multiply 2, which is a double of this. Multiplying 2 is double of this, and then put one decimal point before. Okay. So I will just double this, which gives me 2872. And this becomes 100. So answer is 28.72. Understood this? What I have done is I've not divided by 50 or 5. Instead, it is like this. So suppose you have, say, 25 by 5 or 24 by 5, suppose. What we do is we multiply 2. So this gives you 48 and this is 10. So 48 by 10 is 4.2, right? So if you have to divide a number by 5, then double this number. 24 twice is 48. And then put one decimal point. Understood? This is a trick. Dividing by 5 is not time consuming, but still this is easier. Doubling a number is easy, right? Whatever is a number, doubling that is easy. And then put one decimal point from the last. If denominator is one digit, put 1 before. 1 digit before, you put the decimal point. If denominator has 2 digits, you put decimal point before 2 digits. So here 1436 is there. Double of that is 2872, which is very quick, and 2 digits are there. Therefore, before 2 digits, you should put decimal point. This technique will be useful whenever you want to divide by 5 or 50. Hope this is clear. So this is a combined average problem. Next question. In a class test in English, 10 students scored 75 marks, 12 scored 60 marks, 8 scored 40 marks, 3 scored 30 marks. Mode of these courses. What is mode? Mode is most repeated value. Or you can say value with highest frequency. Here, which value has highest frequency? Means which value repeats more? In a class test in English, 10 students scored 75 marks. 75 marks, 10 of them have scored. 12 of them have scored 60 marks. Okay. 8 of them have scored 40 marks. 3 of them have scored 30 marks. So which is maximum number? 12. Okay. Understood? 60 is scored by 12 students. So highest frequency is 12. So mode is this 60. No calculations here. Mode is most repeated value. So 75 is repeating 10 times. 60 is repeating 12 times because 12 students have scored that. So that is the highest repeated one, which is 60. Any specific questions or any particular topic if you want me to address, please feel free to ask. Next question. A person traveled 5 by 8 of the distance by train. Explain once. Which one, Punyashri? Are you asking about mode? 8. That's what. Mode means most repeated value. Which value is repeating most? So understand the question. In a class test in English, 10 students score 75 marks. Okay. We have 75 marks. I'll write down marks and number of students who scored it. So 75 marks was scored by 10 students. And then 12 scored 16 marks. 12 students scored 60 marks. 8 students scored 40 marks. And then 3 students scored 30 marks. So if I write, so 12 plus 8, 20, 33 students are there in this batch. If I write all these marks, 75 is scored by 10 students. Okay. If I write it 75, 75, I will write 10 times. 60 is scored by 12 students. 40 occurs only 8 times. 30 occurs only 3 times. Got it? So in that class mark, the one that occurs many times is 60. Is that clear? Gunesh, you understood? Okay. Right. Next one. A person traveled 5/8 of the distance by train, 1/4 by bus, and the remaining 15 km by boat. Total distance traveled by him was. So here you have to find out the total distance, and 5/8, 1/4 fractional data is given. But the remaining part is 15. So now let us understand this total distance as x. Okay. Now 5/8 of the distance, 5/8 of x plus 1/4 of the distance, 1/4 of x. You find out how much this is. The remaining distance is 15 km. Okay, remaining is 15 km. And if you add all this, you're going to get x. Is that clear? It's like there is 100 kilometers. In this 100 kilometer, first 40 kilometers he travels by train or whatever. And then next hmm, 45 kilometers he travels by another method. And then 15 kilometers he travels by the last boat or something. So totally you will get 100. Is that clear, everybody? So 5/8, one part of the distance, plus another portion of the distance, plus last is 15. Altogether is 100. Okay. So 100 is the total. Out of this, 5/8 plus 1/4 plus 15 gives you the total distance. Hope you have understood how to frame the equation. Now it is only simplification. Okay. LCM is this 15. LCM is 8 in this. I take LCM 8. This is 5x. Here we need into 2. So here also we'll multiply 2. This is 2x. And here it will be 15 into 8, which is 120 equals to x. 5x plus 2x is 7x plus 120 equals to 8x. 7x goes to right hand side. It becomes 8x minus 7x, which is just x. So the total distance is 120 kilometers. Understood this? We will go to the next. Next one is percentage based one, which I think we already saw. So we have done. Very, very simple question, yet many of students do mistakes. Two by three or 4 dozens is 2 by 3 of 4 dozens is. Can you give me the answer for this one? Why do we multiply with 2? Ashwan, I think you're asking about that question that we solved earlier. We multiply with 2 for simplifying our calculations. Let me know, Ashwan, if you have understood. So if you have 38, 384 by 10, you usually don't divide it, right? You just write it as 38.4. You don't have to divide it. Got it? So what we do is, if at all there is a number, say 192, if I have to divide this by 5, now I'll have to divide it. No, 5 threes are 15. Then I'll have 4 as a remainder, 42. 8s are 40. Then 2 is a remainder, 4s are 2. So we will have to divide it from 5. It's not very difficult. You can do it. But multiplying 2, whenever we multiply any number in the numerator, so if I have a by b, if I am multiplying 2 here, I should also multiply 2 in the denominator. And for this a by b, if I am multiplying 10 here, I should also multiply 10 here, so that the equality is maintained. Okay. So what we do is, if I have 192 by 5, instead of dividing by 5, I'll multiply by 2. If I'm multiplying 2 in the numerator, I should also multiply 2 in the denominator. Now this gives 384 by 10, which is 38.4. So once you know this calculation, what you will have to do is, for every question like this, we multiply with 2 only if the denominator is 5. Okay. If the denominator is 5, you can do this. Numerator, instead of multiplying, you can easily double it, right? So if you double it, you will be getting 384. So I'm not dividing by 5. Instead, numerator I will double and then put decimal point here. Before one digit, I will put decimal point. If I have 1 digit in the denominator, I'll put the decimal point before one digit. Suppose I have 2 digits in the denominator. That is, if I have 50, then I'll put the decimal point before 2 digits. Is that clear? It will save time in for these cancellations. Right. 2 by 3 or 4 dozens. Many of them have given Saida Banu has said 32. Abhishek, Zamir, yes. 32 is the answer. Most of them have given. Satvika says 32. Okay. 2 by 3 or 4 dozens. Dozen is 12. So this is 3 fours are 4 fours are 60. 16 into 2 is 30. Correct. Ashwin, I think you have understood no? Now why we multiplied by 2. Again, see, it's not mandatory. You can directly divide by 5. When you multiply by 2 and then put one decimal point before the last digit, the calculation done will be less. And then problem on ages. I think we have again done a separate video on this. If you have watched all the recorded lectures, you will know. Age of a mother is twice that of elder daughter. 10 years later, age of mother will be 3 times that of the younger daughter. If the difference of ages of two daughters is 15 years, age of the mother is, so here there are 3 people, mother, elder daughter and younger daughter. Let us take age 10 years later, right? So we have present age and future age. Difference between present age and future age is 10 years because 10 years later. So we'll take mother, elder daughter, younger daughter. Okay. We are supposed to find out age of the mother today. Now, age of the mother is twice that of the elder daughter. Again, if you have attended all my previous video lectures, you will know that I have told whenever you have comparisons like this, whoever has less value, take that as X. Okay, here we are supposed to find out age of the mother. Don't take mother's age as X. it will give you fractions and you will have to take some LCM and then simplify. So whenever you have this kind of question, you should always you should always take the person who has lesser age, okay, whichever value is less, you should take that as the x value. So other values will be multiples of it. So you will not have any problem in calculations. Calculations will be easy. Okay. Age of the mother is twice that of elder daughter. So let me take elder daughter's age as x. So elder mother's age is twice of elder daughter's age. And they have given difference of ages of two daughters is 15 years. Means younger daughter is x minus 15. Whatever is elder daughter's age, younger daughter is 15 years younger. 10 years later, age of the mother will be 3 times that of the younger daughter. Now, first, before using this relation, now this is a present age. Future age means after 10 years, right? For all these people, they'll be 10 years older, right? Mother age will be more by 10 years. Elder daughter, younger daughter, everybody's age increases by 10 years. So add 10 for all this. 2x plus 10. Elder daughter's age will be x plus 10. Younger daughter's age will be x minus 15 plus 10, which is x minus 5. So it will be x minus 15 plus 10, which gives you x minus 5. Now, 10 years later, okay, 10 years later, mother's age will be 3 times that of the younger daughter. So 10 years later, this is mother's age, this is younger daughter's age. So mother's age is 3 times that of younger daughter's age. Simplify this. After simplification, you will get x. But what is the answer? Age of the mother, which is 2x. So this is 2x plus 10. This is 3x minus 15. Okay. 2x comes to right hand side. It becomes 3x minus 2x. Minus 15 comes to left hand side. It becomes plus 15. So x is 25. But what is this x? It is the elder daughter's age. Okay. What we want is mother's age, which is 2x, which gives you 50 years. Hope it is clear. Any questions so far? Okay. Next question. See, these questions are common for MBA and MCA both. And actually, these questions are from MCA question paper. I'm taking questions that are common topics for both MBA and MCA exam. These are questions from MCA 2019 question paper. Same topics you have. See, they have some max topics. Those questions I'm not taking now. Same topics are there for MBA students as well. Total cost of 3 prizes is 2,550. If value of second prize is 3/4 of the first and value of third prize is 1/2 of the second prize, find value of the first. So 3 values are there, total value is given and they have given comparisons. So let us take the 3 values as x, y and z. Okay. So x plus y plus z is 2,550. X plus y plus z is 2,550. Value of second prize is 3/4 of the first prize. Means second prize is 3/4 of the first prize. Next, value of third prize is 1/2 of the second. Value of third prize is half of the second prize. We are supposed to find out value of the first prize, which is what is x is what we need to find out. So if I have to find out x, then in this equation, x plus y plus z, this y and z also I should write in terms of x. Now I'll write this equation here. X I'm writing as it is plus. In place of y, I'll write 3/4x. Then in place of z also, I should write it in terms of x. The equation has to be in single variable. Only then we can solve. Now, what is z? It is half y, right? Now I'll substitute what is y. Y is 3 by 4 x, which is 3 by 8x. 3 by 8x. And this is 2550. Now we will take the LCM. 8 is the common factor. Here we will get 8x. Here we get into 2, which is 6x. Here it is 3x equals to 2550. 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 3, 17x is equal to 2550 into 8. And now I look at the options, all of them are ending with 0, means the number is completely divisible, right? So we will just divide this by 17. Divide by 17, 17 ones are 17. You will have a remainder 8. 85 is 5s are then 0. 150. So this is 800 plus 400 is 1200. So answer is option C. Understood this? Okay. Next question. Problems on trains are very important. You will definitely get at least one question from problems on trains. A train passes a telegraph post in 40 seconds, moving at the rate of 36 km per hour. Find the length of the train. So if you have not attended the problems on trains, then there is a video in YouTube which the title is the same, Problems on Trains. It's around, I think, 20 minutes video maybe. Clearly, the concept is explained. You can go through that. You will 100% get one question from that, sometimes two questions. Train passes a telegraph post in 40 seconds, moving at the rate of 36 km per hour. Find length of the train. So the formula for this was given as time is equal to L1 plus L2 plus D divided by relative speed. L1 is the length of the train that is moving. L2 is length of the second object. Second object can be another train, or it can be a post like this, or it can be a person who is moving or sitting at a place, or it can be the railway station. So like that, I have explained the concepts. D is distance between the initial distance between the train and the other object. So that is D. So if train is already ahead of another object or behind, you can even write it. And then RS is a relative speed. So relative speed is sum of the speeds of both moving objects if they are moving in the opposite direction. If they are moving in the same direction, then relative speed is the difference between the two speeds. So here we will write L1 is length of the train, which is what we are supposed to find out. Telegraph post, for this there is no length, no speed, so there is no L2. And then distance also nothing. Distance is not there between train and the telegraph post divided by. For relative speed, and then time taken is 40 seconds. Okay. Relative speed is difference or sum only if both are objects are moving. If only one object is moving, its distance, its speed itself is a relative speed. So it is moving at 36 km per hour. Now, distance we are supposed to find is in meters and time given is in seconds. Therefore, speed also will convert to meters per second. So kilometer, you to convert to meters per second, you can multiply by 5. Okay. So we'll multiply by 5 by 18. This 18 goes to the numerator. So 18 twos are 36. So we have L1 by 2 into 5 is 10. So L1 equals to 40 into 10, which is 400 meters. Length of the train is 400 meters. Understood, everyone? Just write down whatever information is given and what you need to find. Okay, so that is about one question paper. Now we'll take the other one. Any specific topic, if you have doubt, please let me know. Variations. Okay. So in variations, you will have direct and indirect variation. Calendars and dates are not required for PGCET. Okay. It is required only for banking exams, and you will have UPSC exams and all. For that, you will need calendars and dates. Otherwise, it's not required for PGCET. Very rarely you get questions. Okay, so here we have another question paper in a class of 60 students. Okay, so this annual sports, participating and not participating in annual sports, this we have covered in ratio previous year question papers. Okay, a few videos, few days before, I think last week I uploaded one video. It was a live session where where I explained previous year questions from ratios concept. In that, this question is explained. You can go through this. And this is age problem only. We will try to solve this. Rakshita, send a question. Now we will do. This is based on data interpretation. Let's- A is 2 years older than B, who is twice as old as C. If total of the ages is 27, then how old is B? So A plus B plus C is 27. Okay, total is 27. A is 2 years older than B, means A is older, right? So B's age plus 2 is A's age. Who is twice old as C? So B's age is 2 times C's age. We are supposed to find out age of B. So everything in this equation, let us express in terms of B. So in place of A, now this I'll write, in place of A, I'll write B plus 2. And then in place of B, we will write B as it is. Then in place of C, C can be written as B by 2. This is 27. So B plus B is 2B. This is 2.5B. You can take it like that. And this 2 goes to the right hand side. You will get 25. Okay. This 2 goes to the right hand side. It becomes minus 2. You will get 25. And then here we have 2.5B, 2.5B. So B is 25 by 2.5, which is 10. You will not get 8. It is 10. Understood? Again, if you have doubt, always verify. B's age is 10, A's age is 2 years more, and B's age is twice C's age, means C's age is half of B's age, which is 5. So 12 plus 10 plus 5 is 26. Understood? Okay, one student has sent me a question in WhatsApp. We will- So data given in the table for month of March 2015. These are the companies, 6 different companies. Total number of employees are given. Total number of female employees given. This is total number of employees. This is only female employees. Number of male employees in company D is what percent less than the number of female employees in company C. I've told you whenever you have percentage less or percentage more, how to solve, I have told. Consider C's age as X and do it. Same thing, no? You will get. C's age, if you take it as X. See, if you take C's age as X, B's age is twice C's age, which is 2X, and A's age is 2 years more, which is 2X plus 2, right? Adding all this will give you 27. 2X plus 2X is 4X plus X is 5X. 5X plus 2 is 27. 5X is 25. X is 5. And what is this X? It is C's age, right? So B's age is 2 times X, which is 10. Same answer you will get. You can do that way also. Okay. Next we have this. Number of male employees in company D is what percent less than number of female employees in company C. So in company D, company C's female employees is this. Company D's male employees are not given. This is total number of employees. This is female employees. So male employees is 1300. Okay, 2500 minus 1200 is 1300. So this is number of male employees. Now the question is, you need to find out the number of male employees in company D is what percent less than the number of female employees. So whenever you have to find out percentage less, take the difference between the two values that you are comparing divided by, take the higher value in the denominator. Okay, whenever you are finding out percentage less, take the difference between the two values whichever you are comparing divided by higher value. So difference between these two values is female employees in company C is 1600, male employees are 1300. So difference is 300. Okay, divided by higher value of these two is 1600. So two zeros gets cancelled and into 100. 4 fours are 425s. So 75 by 4. 75 by 4, you will get 4 9s are 36, right? 18s are 72, you will get 72. Okay, 4 1s are 4. 35 is a remainder, which is 9s are 36, right? So it is 18.75. You will get 18.75, no? This is correct. Number of male employees in company D is 1300. Number of female employees in company C is 1600. Difference is 300 divided by 1600. Yes. Okay, this 3 have I taken. 4 4s are 16, 4 25s are 100, 3 into 25 is 75. 75 by 4. What is 75 by 4? Is 18.75, correct on. Take the nearest answer, which is going to be 20%. Okay. Nearest answer is 20%. Actual answer is 18.75. Hope you have understood, Rakshita. Next question. Total number of female employees in company B and F together is what percent of total number of employees in company D? So you have to take female employees of B and F together. Okay. So female employees of B is 1860 and F is 1240. So B and F together, female employees is 1860 plus 1240. 1,800 and 1,200 is 3,000 and 60 plus 40 is 100. So 3,100. This is the total number of female employees. We need to find out what is the percentage of this in comparison to total number of employees of company D. So 3,100 is what percentage of total number of employees of company D, which is 2,500. So find out this percentage. These two zeros gets cancelled. 25 fours are 100. So this is 124%. Understood this? Any other questions? I wanted to take a live session yesterday, today afternoon, and evening both. But I mean, I wanted to take three live sessions for exam revision, but due to some personal unavoidable reasons, I couldn't. If you have followed all the class recordings, or if you are watching in YouTube, if you have followed all the free classes and the classes under the membership plan, all that if you have followed, then most of the questions you can answer. Under quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, you can answer most of the questions. And and verbal and GK is something that you cannot expect what type of questions will come. Concept, you know how to solve, but then English vocabulary is very vast, and for GK, it's very, very vast, right? So that you might not be able to answer properly. And if you are already part of our WhatsApp group, I have shared, Vinod asks, is this for MC or MBA? The concepts that we have covered in today's session are required for both MBA and MCA. Okay, Vinod? Okay. So I was saying, under computer awareness, I have shared certain notes. Those notes, if you study, it would be more than sufficient. Yes, Zami says, ma'am, if percentage more is asked in the question, then we should take lower value in the denominator. Yes, Zami. Numerator will be difference only. You should take lower value in the denominator, correct? In quantitative aptitude, which topic question compulsory? Compulsorily, you will get ratio questions. Time and work question you will definitely get. And then problems on trains you will get. This type of this is time and work question. These things you will require. And you have percentages, profit and loss averages. These topics you will definitely. I have watched previous year's verbal classes. Is that enough? Yes, Abhishek. Are you referring to the class recordings uploaded in the app, the previous batches sessions? Yes, okay. That would be sufficient. I'll just check if I have to. I think I will have to upload one more video. I'm not sure. I'll just check after this session. If it is there, I'll upload that also. If you have time, you can go through that. That is more than sufficient. But again, what happens is vocabulary is very vast. When they say antonyms and synonyms, you would have learned one set of antonyms and synonyms, but there are millions of other words also, right? So whatever you know, you answer. The things that you don't know, just make a guess and answer. Don't leave any question. If you have computer PDF of MCQs, could you please share in WhatsApp group? Yes, Gopi, I have shared it before, I think. Anyway, I'll share it again after the session. Okay. This is the last question we will take, and then we will wind up the session. If 34 men completed 2/5 of the work in 8 days, working 9 hours a day, how many more men should be engaged to finish rest of the work in 6 days, working 9 hours a day? If you remember, we had discussed a shortcut formula for this, right? W1 by T1 is equal to W2 by T2. Or you can also write like this, T1 by W1 equals to T2 by W. This is also fine. However you want, you can. What is W1? Work done in the first case. 2/5 of the work is done. So this is 2 by 5 divided by, for time taken, you should take men into days into hours. If hours is given, take hours, otherwise men into days. How many men have worked? 34 men. Okay, 34 men worked for 8 days and they worked 9 hours every day. This is the work done this is the time taken for completing 2/5 of the work. Now, remaining work to finish the rest of the work. How much work is pending? 3/5, right? If your entire work is divided into 5 parts, 2 parts of that is already completed, right? 3 parts of that is still pending. So 3/5 of the work is required. And how many men is what we are supposed to find out. I will write it as X. And then number of days is 6 days. Then number of hours is 9 hours. So this 5 and this 5 gets cancelled. This 9 and this 9 gets cancelled. We have 3 2s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Okay. And this 2 and 2 also gets cancelled, 2 2s are. So we have 34 into 2, which is 68 divided by 1 by x. I hope the calculations are correct. We have 2/5 of the work, 3/5. We finish rest of the work in 6 days. Yes, this is 34 men, 8 days, 9 hours. And then we have X men working for 6 days, 9 hours. So 9 gets cancelled, 3 2s are 6. And then 2 4s are 8. This 2 and this 2 2s are 4. That's it, no? Nothing else is left. This is 68, yeah. So number of men required is 68. Okay. Already 34 men are there. How many more men is a question? No, we don't get. We get 68, not 54. Here the options are wrong. 34 men are already working. We need another 34 men. How many more men? Okay. So we need 34 additional men required for finishing this work. Understood this? Everybody? Okay. Any further questions? Last 2 minutes you can ask. This is question number 67. Not this. I'm checking answer. 54. Yes. For this question, they have given grace marks in that year. It's 2019 paper. They have given grace marks in that year. Okay. The answer here is 34 men additionally required. One question on variations. Variations, Abhishek, what you can do is you can watch ratio proportion. In our app, you can watch under ratio proportion. I've explained questions on variations. Basically, under variations, you have 2 types, okay? Direct and indirect variation. Direct and indirect. Direct variation means if one variable increases, other variable also increase. If one variable decreases, other variable also decreases. Okay, both variables increase or both variables decrease together. Indirect means the opposite. If one increases, other one decreases. If the first one decreases, second one increases. That is indirect variation. So example for direct variation can be work and time. Okay. If you have to do more work, then you need more time, right? If work increases, time taken to complete that also increases. If work decreases, then time taken to complete also decreases. That is direct variation. Indirect variation is days and men and days. Suppose, I'm explaining this in context of time and work. This variation we have time and men. Okay. So if more time is given, then less men can complete the work, right? If you have enough time, then two of them you can employ and ask them to finish. But if the time is less, then two people cannot finish. So you have to make them work faster. Speed and work for indirect variation. Yes. So if you work faster, then time work done. No, speed is fast. Work done will be more. So that is direct variation only. Okay, I think speed you meant by time, I'm not sure. Time and when. Yes, speed and time, correct. If speed increases, then time taken will reduce. If speed decreases, then time taken will increase. So that is indirect variation. So when some variations are given, if A is directly varying as per B, then you should frame an equation as A is equal to K into B. Okay. If A is indirectly varying as B, you should write the equation as A into B is equal to K. This is the way you have to frame the equation. Then whatever values are given, you can take that and solve. Even in time and work, you have it. Like when people are working more efficiently than the other person, you will have to divide it. If you remember, we have done this in time and work, right? Puja is twice as efficient as Puja is twice as efficient as Seema or something. Do you remember? As whatever. In this case, Puja is twice as efficient as Seema. It means Puja takes half the time as Seema. Efficient means, say, you can consider work done. Puja can do twice the work done as Seema, right? So, if the work is more, then time taken is less. So, Puja requires half the time as Seema. Understood? So, this is variation only. Variation you can use in various concepts. I'll tell you which classes recording you'll have to refer for variation that I have explained along with the ratio concept. But otherwise, whenever they give you that this varies directly as the other variable or this variable varies indirectly as the other variable, this is how you need to frame the equation. And if a question is given like this, and if you are referring to the time, you have to take it as half because this is an indirect proportion. Puja is twice as efficient as Seema. Means Puja does twice the work as Seema. Means she needs only half the time as Seema to do a certain given work. That is the concept for variations. Okay. I'll tell you which recording you will have to watch to understand example problems. I have already explained these in our class also. It's available in the app in class recordings. I've also explained in YouTube video. That also I'll tell you which video you need to record. Okay, then all the best to everyone. Darshan, please share computer notes once again. Darshan, are you in our WhatsApp group? Darshan, yes. If you are in our WhatsApp group for PGCET for MBA and CA, if you are in that WhatsApp group, if you have joined before, then you will have it on the group you can download. If you have joined recently, then please refer to the Telegram channel, which is the link of that is present in the WhatsApp group description. Those of you who are watching this video for the first time, if you're watching our channel for the first time, in the video description, WhatsApp group link is given. Join the WhatsApp group link. In WhatsApp group description, Telegram channel link is present. In the video description also it is present, Telegram channel link. If you access that, you will be able to get all the resources, notes, everything that we have shared before also. Okay. Fine. All the best to all of you. What kind of questions can we expect from GK? From GK, you have history, geography, politics, sports, inventions and discoveries, awards, and then some basics about internet, like what is www full form, or which of the following will you use to send a mail. Okay, you will have something like different softwares will be there which you have to select which one you will use for mail. so which is computer basics. And then you can have questions related to biology, like circulatory system and respiratory system related to that also. It's all going, certain questions will be very basic, you will know to answer. Some of them will be about, book authors, inventions, discoveries, and all that. If you have for GK, you should have prepared from a long time. So just I have sent one PDF in the WhatsApp group, no, with 5,000 GK questions. From each of this topic, you will get one or two questions. Okay, GK, you will get hardly 15 questions, maybe. Current affairs will be around 4 to 5 questions. So out of 15, there are so many topics, you can get one question. So it's like a very big list of books and authors. From that, you might get only one question. Okay. This kind of questions will be there. Again, for GK questions, refer to the previous year question papers. That will give you a idea. If you have all those who haven't started preparing for GK, right now you can only go through some previous year's questions if you have covered all the other sections. If you have covered all the other sections, only then learn some GK. But if you have still not covered other sections like logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, computer awareness, focus on them. Okay, focus on those topics. So you know what is the exact topic, and if you study that, you will get a question from that. So focus on that. Okay. Gopi, thank you. It helps us a lot. Thank you so much, Gopi. My pleasure. Okay, then. All the best after your exam. Let me know how it went, and be connected. We have a lot of things to discuss after the exam. There's a very long process for PGCT, your MBA NC admission. We will give you all the updates. Okay, see you all in the next video. Bye.